colours all away from their spots. These are getting in the way, and that's exactly what's happened. It was a bit of a mess, wasn't it, in the end, that shot?
19. Ken Doherty, 19.
Well, it should be that Ronnie can play a thin safety off these reds, knowing that the black is covering that right corner. So it's unlikely that he'll leave a red on.
That was fraught with danger. The red could so easily have knocked the black in, but look at the finish. Almost got that cue ball right behind the colour. We could be here for some time. Ken's wondering whether that red can actually be squeezed past the black. Obviously not from that position.
Well, Ronnie playing the other red here. Surprising shot.
Alan Chambers just asked if he can have a look here for obvious reasons. There's always the possibility of a foul shot from a position like this, and he wants to be able to see where everything is in case he has to replace balls, which of course is not saying much for the confidence of Ken Doherty in hitting a red here. But sometimes the players actually invite the referee to do that when they know the situation, but that was a clever little shot from Ronnie. No easy shot here for Ronnie. He's looked at playing both reds. Right up the table that he's now looking at. This is the most obvious, the one near the cushion. He'd have to be a little careful he didn't push the red near a pocket. I'm playing safe here. No, he's avoided that anyway. But it could be that the red will pass the blue. And Ken has got to go for this if that's the case. It's a good chance. Well, whilst he contemplates, I'll quickly tell you that Ding Junhui has won the third frame of his match against Mark Davis. He now leads Mark by 2 frames to 1.
Problem is where the red finishes up now, the one that he missed. It would have been handy for Ronnie if it was possible to the left centre, but I don't know if it is. May see enough of it to put it down into the bottom left pocket though. Black over the pocket means it goes in. He's strong favourite. That was a terrible kick though. Cuban, he jumped off the table there. Even Alan Chamberlain just made a sort of groaning noise as if he couldn't believe that. It was a terrible contact.
Yes, and I don't think he even waited for Ken Doherty to say, please clean the ball. He probably went straight to it this time. Last time he offered to clean it for Ken, and Ken said, no, don't worry about it. Oh, well, that was cruel.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4.
That was particularly cruel.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't actually play the shot very well. He really jabbed at it, but to go in off was unfortunate in the end. Ronnie's problem is the yellow, I think, just that it's close to the cushion. Don't know what he can do about that, really. Obviously, he can pot it along the cushion later on. With the green where it is, it wouldn't be impossible. Well, I'll tell you what, he's played an ambitious shot there. He's played to move the yellow off the opening red.
There was no need to do that, frankly. There was no need to do that at all. It's enough colours down there for him to take one of them off the last red and leave himself a shot on the yellow. I'm very surprised he played that way.
Well, the thing is, he would have needed to put the yellow in the green. It wouldn't have been just the yellow required, so he took a chance. I suppose if he'd knocked the yellow out, we'd have been saying great shot, wouldn't we? But it was unorthodox type of shot, really. Here it is again. I mean, even then he didn't move the yellow because he got the double kiss.
Where's the white going?
Foul.
Wow.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4.
I could see what he was trying to do, but the execution, I'm afraid, was not particularly good.
Now, the opening red won't be easy for Ronnie. This safety bout is ongoing because of where the black is, and both of the players were playing to push the reds over to the right of the table.
Well, I seem to recall saying some time ago we could be here for some time. I still think there's some life left in this frame yet, Neil.
Yeah, I mean, there's no other real shot on, is there? You can't take a risk. I mean, Ken is going to chip the left hand of the two reds across to the right of the table here again. This is no other shot that he's got. Don't think the red will pass the black. Look at that. That's as far away as you could be, isn't it? From one corner of the table to the other.
Yes.
It's about 13 feet, isn't it?
Now, I wonder whether that cue ball is actually angled behind the cushion.
Well, it would be a surprise if the red is over to the right of the table, if it was, wouldn't it? Because, you know, you'd think that he could get over that side of the table, otherwise he's almost in the pocket, isn't he?
He is almost in the pocket. He's not very happy, that's for sure.
I think he might be able to get to it off of a cushion.
There you are, you see. That was all he could do. Well played. And a little tap of appreciation from Ken there.
Mind you, he's in trouble again here. Ken's got certainly the advantage. And he'll be doing nothing much to move the reds away from the black either. It's a good shot. Showing that little kiss on the green.
Yes, he wanted it to just go past it, didn't he? Fascinating frame this has turned out to be.
Just wonder if there's a place with the red right on the side cushion where it'll pass the black and go in. Ken is having a look. It just might be potable along there.
Well, that would certainly end the impasse that we've had these last few minutes, if it does.
Could play it maybe cushion first, and then that'll take the cue ball away from that little corner as well. I mean, it's a difficult shot, I think, this. Every chance that he'll double kiss the black with the red. So now Ronnie has the advantage, at least. I mean, he can put distance between cue ball and object ball, which is always what you want in these situations, really. Up behind the green and blue, maybe, with the cue ball. And he's tried that. Doesn't gain a real big advantage with that safety shot, which wasn't one of his best. Every frame is different in snooker, isn't it? They all start off the same, don't they, with the break-off shot, but they do go a different way.
I think we should have a re-rack, actually.
It's one of those situations where that's probably not going to happen here, is it?
No, I don't think so.
But
not with so many balls already in pocket.
But you can't see how it's going to come to an end quickly either.
That's true.
Strange one, this.
Well, there's only 2 points in the frame. If there were a big one-sided scoreline, there's no way there'd be a re-rack. But even though we've got so far into this frame, given that there's only 2 points in it, just pose the question.
Yeah, you could be right. I'm not sure about that. I don't know if there could be a re-rack. Maybe, if the two reds were right over the top of the black, perhaps. But now Kenny's looking at maybe knocking in that red. Again, I think the black makes it tricky because it's quite close to the bottom cushion, the black. And again, you could get some kind of a double kiss from red to black there. Doesn't like it, not playing it.
Neither should he.
Okay, just looking at that, it does look like from a certain place something will pass the black there, one of those reds, but if the chance arose, perhaps. Well, that's kind of, well, I was going to say it's changed something. I'm not sure it has.
I don't think so. I think it's just prolonging the agony, because now we're at the situation where another few shots from both of these players, taking the reds back to where they were near the back, will take another few minutes.
Yeah, because Ken can't take a risk here with this. He can only play to the left of the table as we're looking there. And that's all he can do. That's a great shot, though, because don't forget he was queuing over a ball. It really is a good shot. Now Ronnie's got to play it off of a cushion this time. It's slightly different. Doesn't want to come over to the right of this red. Yeah, that's a good shot. I don't think he's left the red on. Might decide to play the red on the right of the table here, you know. Again, it could be a natural in behind the green off of either of the two reds.
He'd love to have a go at that red, but it's just not on. The angle's just not there, really. Cue ball and object ball far too close together. That was a good effort. But in fact, all he's done now is made the blue and green an even more inviting target. Yeah, well, that's changed it slightly.
I think Ken has to be a little careful this time on this shot if he plays the up and down safety, that he doesn't hit one red onto the other and knock the black in. That's what he was worried about there. Now then, I just wonder, can Ronnie pot this now past the black? I wonder if that's a possibility. We'll soon find out. If he just gets down and plays the other one. No, clearly that will not pass. Oh, these two have been on these two reds now for a long time.
Yes, on the other table, they're not far short of their mid-session interval. Marks on a half-century break against Ding Junhui. The possibility of squaring it all up there at 2 frames apiece. Oh, that was a risky one from Ken, nearly knocking the black into the pocket.
Well, back to where we were a few moments ago again, aren't we?
Yes, I just wonder where this frame's going, to be honest. Although it's been gone for some time, I still don't think a re-rack is totally out of the question.
That was a good shot. Now things are getting a little serious. Ronnie's got to be careful here. Doesn't want to hit the first red too thin onto the second red and knock the black in. Oh, now this has changed a few things. Only if the cue ball had gone in though. So now it's going to be the same shot from Ken, isn't it? Push the red across. It's the only shot he's got. That's the problem. It's not that he's being negative, there's just no other shot for him. If Ronnie wanted to end this, he'd need to get one of those reds completely away from there. That would be the best way if he was unhappy with the way the frame is going.
Well, given that the frame score's only got 2 points in it, the same applies to Ken.
I just think that Ronnie would be more likely to get frustrated, wouldn't he, than Ken with this sort of situation.
That's a good point.
You know, don't call him crafty Ken for nothing. He's a very tactically skillful player. Not that Ronnie isn't, but he's less willing to play that way most of the time. Now he can move the red away from the black a little bit here. But again, Ken will only be able to play one shot. That's the problem. All he can do is push the first red across to the right of the table as we're looking. That's
and this could go on all night.
Well, Well, I hope it doesn't go on all night. I mean, it's quite an interesting little battle, isn't it?
It's a fascinating situation. One frame apiece. Only 2 points in it in this third, in a best of 9. And how long is it since we last saw a ball potted?
It's been a while. That's changed things.
Now then, that has changed things. Now there's a real opportunity here for Ken to have a go at this red into the left corner.
Oh, there you go. That's the end of the stalemate. It's a pretty long bout of safety there on the two reds. That was the last thing he wanted.
Yes, that was unfortunate. He was hoping that the white would go all the way down into baulk and back again, and it would have done if it hadn't cannoned into the brown. Or was it the green? I beg your pardon. Nonetheless, it has at least got rid of that stalemate, which must have taken some 10 or 15 minutes.
The snooker, which shouldn't be that difficult to hit. Probably one cushion, although just a chance that the middle pocket is in the way of the natural one cushion escape. I have to play this with a bit of pace to get the cue ball a bit wider. Yeah, that's what he's tried. Well, it's been a strange old frame, isn't it, this one? It's not that much that many balls have been missed, it's just that balls have run really awkwardly again. That was always the risk on that shot. He was going to push the red quite close to a pocket. It's not hanging over the jaws, but it's one that Ken will take on.
Well, he overcut it.
Yeah, by so much that he didn't leave the red on, amazingly enough. Well, look, they might say good shot there, but I actually think that was a double kiss that he got on the red, so he wouldn't have played it like that. It's always tricky when you've got the blue there. He could easily hit the blue instead of the red here. No, well, he's not hit the blue, but he's hit the yellow.
And the miss 4. Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Well, he's got a stonewall snooker back, as Ronnie. Playing off 2 cushions, not 1.
Foul and a miss.
Not particularly close either.
4 on O'Sullivan.
Wouldn't be surprised if this one went back, because it would look a tricky snooker to hit. Oh, well, that was Ken's fault, you know, really. He tried to help. The yellow's got to be moved as well. No, really, Ken shouldn't have done that, you know.
He shouldn't have done that.
He tried to help Alan out by pushing. I'll tell you that. Poor, who'd be a referee? Not only has he got to put the balls back, he's got to put the yellow back, which never even moved on the shot.
That's right.
It's ridiculous.
Yes. According to the rules, a player is not allowed to do that, and technically it's a foul shot if he does do that.
I don't know. I'm not sure what you can do about that, because he's just played a foul shot, doesn't he? He can only play one foul on any one shot.
I suppose.
All I know is that it's confused the situation. Let's just leave it at that.
He certainly has.
But really, it's a bit much when the yellow's got to be replaced, isn't it? When it never moved.
Let's have a look at this. We're going to see it again. Oh, we're just seeing the still, actually. Well, the yellow appears to be in the correct position.
So there's a green. It's not bad. It's about a couple of millimetres out. The cue ball is the next one. That's where that was in there. I don't know. The mess people get into at snooker.
I tell you what, I'll be glad when this frame's over, Neil. I don't know about you.
Strange frame this has been.
2 cushions again.
Foul and a miss. 4.
This is a free ball.
Could be a free ball, this, couldn't it? Yeah.
Which Ronnie will take. He'll take the brown, and it gives him a good chance to steal this frame now. Although, with all the safety that's been going on, you do always wonder whether players might have lost his rhythm a little bit. I mean, Ronnie's not potted the ball for ages, is he?
He's going to in a moment. So that brown is 1 point as an extra red.
1.
Left-handed on the green.
Slightly weak, that one, wasn't it? Wasn't played at all well. And so much, though, that he's got to use the rest this time.
4.
Don't think it's going to be a huge problem, though.
5.
And he tried to just flick the yellow on and finish nice and straight on the blue, but he's not quite straight. He's got to be a bit careful here. He's got to play this slowly. And a good shot. Nice touch.
10.
So he wants up to the brown.
12.
That's okay, a bit short of speed, but he hasn't got to go all around the table, I don't think. He just checked the scores. He knows he needs the brown as well. So
15.
It looks like Ronnie is going to come good in this frame in the end. It's been a strange old frame, a bit scrappy and lots of safety.
Yes, well, that was a frame ball, and it's been a very prolonged frame. They've already gone in for their cups of tea on the other table. All square, by the way. Ding Junhui 2, Mark Davis 2. It's not far off. Oh, well, he's done enough. And the third frame finally comes to its conclusion after that prolonged bout of safety in the middle.